What is Spring Boot and why is it used? Difference between Spring and Spring Boot. What are the main features of Spring Boot? What is the importance of the Spring Boot application annotation? How does Spring Boot simplify dependency management? What is Spring Initializer and how is it useful? Explain the role of the application, properties or application.yml file. What are Spring Boot starters and why are they important? What is the role of embedded servers in Spring Boot? Difference between component, service, and repository annotations. What is dependency injection in Spring Boot? What is the difference between REST controller and controller? How do you handle exceptions in Spring Boot? Explain the concept of profiles in Spring Boot. What is Spring Boot Actuator and why is it used? How does Spring Boot handle database connections? What are JPA and Hibernate in the context of Spring Boot? How does Spring Boot support REST APIs? How do you configure logging in Spring Boot? If you need to create a REST API to fetch all employees, which annotations and classes would you use? If you need to create a REST API to fetch all employees, which annotations and classes would you use? You need different configurations for dev and prod environments. How would you manage it in Spring Boot? Imagine you need to connect a Spring Boot app to MySQL. What steps would you take? If you receive a 404 not found error after creating a REST endpoint, what could be the possible reasons?